I need to fix my posture for the eclipse.
That's all you want to say?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today is very exciting because it's actually the solar eclipse. So if you live in North America, then you get a fantastic view of the sun being covered completely by the moon. However, I think like the path of totality starts in Texas and then goes up to the northeast and ends in like New York and Maine. So unfortunately here in Seattle, we won't be able to see it. Not only that, it's insanely cloudy outside, but there's some things going on in the courtyard. So I think they have solar telescopes set up. So I figured we could just go and see what's going on. I don't know how they're actually viewing anything, but we'll see. So the solar eclipse is a pretty big deal because it's an event that doesn't happen very often. Actually, scratch that. It happens quite often, but given that the Earth is 70% water, a lot of the solar eclipses just take place in the middle of the ocean, and it's not easy to view. However, it's rare that a solar eclipse will take its path of totality like completely across North America. And I think the next one to come around here is going to be in 2045. So I will be 45 years old. Scary. This event is super important to astronomy because those who study like solar physics get a perfect view of the corona. So when the moon blocks the sun, the only thing that is exposed is the sun's most outer layer, which is the corona, and it's like the hot plasma that is ejected like off of the surface. And usually you wouldn't be able to view this because of how bright the sun's surface is. So normally you wouldn't be able to see this like during the daytime. However, when this event happens, then that region is exposed and you can take like spectroscopy data, which is whenever you break that light into colors and you can study the sun's composition. So super exciting if you are a solar physicist because this event is perfect for you. Not only could you get a good understanding of some of the sun's composition, but it's also integral to studying the sun's magnetic field. This vlog could possibly be a total disaster because like I said, there's nothing really to see here in Seattle. It's going to be 100% like cloud coverage. You can't see the sun at all. However, there are so many people outside gathered with solar goggles. Like what are they even looking at? I don't know. But me and my office mate Pip are going to go downstairs and see what's happening. Class was canceled today. So I'm like, okay, if class is canceled, let me go downstairs and learn something. They have solar telescopes set up, maybe some other kinds of telescopes, and I'm not necessarily familiar with the equipment. So at the very least, I could go learn what a solar telescope consists of and how you take measurements. This is the lovely view that we have of the sun. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, or lack of thereof. Down there, they have like solar telescopes set up and you can see people are like listening and learning. So that's where we're about to head to see what exactly a solar telescope is like. We're gonna need our solar goggles. Yep. Eclipse shades. Oh. The issue is that we both wear glasses.
Yeah.
So like
you should get those like little things that can flip up and down.
Yeah. There we go. Eclipse ready. Heading outside. Brought Eclipse glasses for the public, so that way we feel like we're doing the public a service. They won't even be able to see anything, but it's the thought that counts. I feel like I'm being helpful if I have Eclipse glasses. Plus, we already ordered so many of these, so we need to get rid of them. Here's our glorious view of the sun. I actually have no idea where she is anyway. The sun is a girl to me. Look, the news is over there. Pip and I are gonna try to get on the news. And then they also have like eclipse viewing right over there. Yay, because you can see it. So we're currently in line for the Seattle Astronomical Society. They're handing out like flyers and magnets and stuff. And I think just like informing the public. Let's pretend like we're the general public and we don't know anything. We are the general public. We don't know anything about the eclipse. And I heard that they're supposed to have solar telescopes here, but I don't see any. But all I really care about is getting on the news. Unfortunately, Pip and I did not make it onto the news because the news anchor decided he didn't want grad students to be part of the broadcast. Rude. Pip is literally terrorizing the board. He keeps throwing the pebble or the marbles off. Success! Look at all these people here for the eclipse. That's like not happening, or it's happening, but like there's nothing happening. So supposedly the sun is right here. I literally can't see anything, but you know, it's the thought that counts. I heard they have solar telescopes inside, so let's go check them out and see if we can learn something today.
This is a refracting telescope where the light comes in through a lens, comes down to a mirror, and then goes to your eye. So this is a refractor. And then this is a solar filter that is used to protect your eyes. So then the sunlight comes in to a mirror and then to your eye. So it's safe to use. And then this is a special finder for directing the sunlight, so it's safe to find the sun. And then this is used at night to locate the stars. So this is for locating the sun, locating the stars.
So this is an amateur telescope for amateurs. So basically, you have the glass here, the telescope. There's a camera here at the back. This one actually has two cameras. There's a smaller camera here with a smaller scope that's used to guide the big scope. And this here is called a mount. So it moves with the same rotation as yours, so that it makes the stars appear fixed. So we can do long exposures. And it's all controlled by this tiny computer. There's a small computer here. It's just a dedicated astronomy computer, and I can talk to it with my laptop. So last week we did an image of the sun. You see there's a sunspot right there. So if we had the clear skies today, we could show this live. And this is the image of a galaxy, the Bodhi galaxy and the Cigar galaxy, which are near the North Pole. And these are done at night, and the exposure is like 2 minutes exposure. So that's why you need this kind of equipment.
So the eclipse is officially over for the day. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see anything. Thank you, Seattle. But there was still a couple of festivities going on, like got to see all the telescopes. Getting to talk to the general public just about the eclipse itself, I will say, was pretty cool. I didn't get on the news broadcast because the reporters were being very stingy. So I didn't get my 5 seconds of fame, but that's okay. I think probably the coolest thing was going by the Astronomical Society booth. One of like the volunteers recognized me because I gave a planetarium show on Friday and I met her through there. So she had me like come up and like explain the relativity booth. And so like it was kind of like the demo of laying down a fabric over like a bucket, and then you can like put in different masses of like marbles, and you can show like the elliptical orbits and like how heavier or more massive objects warp the fabric of space-time. So that was pretty cool. And then I also got this thing, which is like a pinhole projector kind of thing, and you're supposed to like hold it away from the sun, and you can end up seeing like the shadow of the moon over the sun like reflecting onto the ground if you like angle it properly. I don't really think I can use this now that the eclipse is over, but I might hang it up on my wall. But yeah, that's how the eclipse went. How would you rate your eclipse experience out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Why?
Great community.
Great community. That's a good answer.
Great community. Everybody coming together to appreciate space and the eclipse, and the astronomy being secondary.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah,
couldn't have said it
so
better
true.
myself. Community was by far the star of the show for today's eclipse event, because there was literally nothing to see. So all the people that came out to have a good time and just learn in general, I think made it that much more special. So I hope that this was a fun video or interesting to watch. Hopefully wherever you were at, you probably got a better view of the eclipse than I did. If not, then together we can wait until 2045 before it graces the US once again. Or maybe I can travel somewhere else to go and see it, because I feel like this is like a once in a lifetime thing. At least once in my life I should go somewhere to see the eclipse in totality. Some people say it's like a spiritual event. I don't really know if I believe that yet, but I will have to find out, you know, at some point on my own. Maybe that'll just be in 2045. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.